welcome to Zoid News, the only news network that brings you gaming, channel updates, and more. Before we begin with our stories tonight, there's a bit of a truth I need to get out for you guys that you need to know about me. I am supposed to wear glasses. I haven't been wearing them for a while. Well, I've recently started re-wearing them, so I'm now on camera gonna put my glasses on for you guys to see. Okay, I can see the reflection of the camera in my glasses. Camera reception! Secondly, it's looking like that thing I'm testing that I mentioned in my last video, which, well, there'll at least be a link to in the description, is complete and utter bullshit. Much like I thought. So, that's pretty much it. Let's get on to our first story. Alright, our first story tonight, Jurassic World The Expedition is bringing dinosaurs to Philadelphia. Apparently, there are some people who haven't watched a Jurassic Park movie or just don't get the message that life finds a way. Because the folks at the Franklin Institute in Philadelphia will play host to the North American debut of Jurassic World The Exhibition. At the very least, they'll be using animatronic dinosaurs instead of genetically engineering their own. The museum partnered with the Creature Technology Company, the same folks who worked on Walking with Dinosaurs, to create mechanical beasties inspired by the films. According to the official website and details gleaned from the press conference for the announcement, the exhibition is designed to take guests on a guided tour of Isla Nublar through the classic park gates to meet a 24-foot-tall Brachiosaurus, a T-Rex, and the inhabitants of the Raptor training paddock. The Franklin Institute also notes paleontologist Jack Horner, who is in a bit of a pickle at the moment, collaborated on the experience, which also features its own DNA and hatching space. Taking a brief walkthrough of the exhibit in the video from the museum below, and watch the footage of the press conference. And you guys will get a link to this article. And I'm gonna apologize now for the glare on my glasses lens. Jurassic World The Exhibition, previously opened in Melbourne Museum in Australia, and it will now welcome visitors beginning this November 25th through April 23rd, 2017. Day tickets for adults run for $34.95. It's cheaper to go at night, while group rates for adults run for $23.95. Individual tickets go on sale starting September 10th, but you can already sign up for pre-ticket sales online. The idea behind a Jurassic Park-based attraction isn't new, especially for Universal Studios in Orlando with their own rides, but it's a formidable concept to bolster education. Discovery Times Square featured a Marvel movie exhibit that, in addition to hosting costumes and props from the films, took guests behind the science of these heroes. Elsewhere, the Penn Museum in Philadelphia tapped legends of the Hidden Temple all to devise a unique and interactive way to get kids interested in history and anthropology. This new attraction will also make a nice complement for the sequel to Jurassic World, which is said to focus on other figures developing their own formula for genetic engineering dinosaurs, barring any mechanical malfunctions. And we at least don't have to worry about these robots attacking the guest. Okay, on to the next article. In gaming, BT sues Valve over Steam patent infringement allegations. The telecom company says its efforts to contact Valve have gone ignored. British Telecommunications, better known these days as BT, has filed a lawsuit against Valve that alleges its Steam service infringes on 4 separate patents that it currently holds. BT claims that it first reached out to Valve about the matter in October 2015, but failed to receive any kind of response. Subsequent attempts to establish a dialogue went similarly ignored, and so now it's time to unleash the lawyers. The suit, available in full here, or it'll be linked in the description on the article, so alleges that the core Steam platform infringes on Gittin's patent, which relates generally to providing users with content that originates from multiple subscription services and delivering it through a single portal where a customer may access content and for which it has access rights. Steam infringes on that patent, the suit says, because it locally stores third-party content such as video games and through the Steam platform makes them accessible to users who have access rights, precisely as claimed in the patent. BT also claims that Steam Chat infringes on the Newton patent. Steam Messaging infringes on its Betas patent, and Steam Broadcasting infringes on its Buckley patent. And specific examples of infringing behavior are provided. Steam performs all of the 9 steps in Claim 21 of the Gittins patent. For instance, while Steam Broadcasting walks all over Claim 18 of the Buckley patent. It's not really relevant to the legal action, but BT also seems a little irritated by Valve's ongoing refusal to acknowledge its claims, or even its mere existence. Despite BT's written notice to Valve spelling out Valve's infringement of Gittin's patent, Valve has not stopped its infringement. Rather, Valve continues to make use and offer Valve's Steam distribution platform in a manner which infringes on Gittin's patent. Valve has also known of the Gittin's patent, known that Valve's Steam infringes on Gittin's patent. You know, I'm just going to call it BT. GT. I'm going to leave that in. Failed to even respond to any of BT's correspondence and still continues to offer its Steam platform in an infringing manner in disregard of BT's patent rights. BT is seeking a judgment against Valve, holding it liable for infringement of the patents as well as damages no less than a reasonable royalty together with pre-judgment and post-judgment interest to be tripled because the infringement was willful and deliberate, and all legal costs involved in the matter. I've reached out to Valve for comment and will update it when I receive a reply. Okay, that's whoever wrote this article. Oh, and on to the next one, after I clear the little thing on the screen. In the film industry, the hit series Power Rangers is receiving a big screen reboot. Looking at these Ranger suits, it looks epic. And that's just their Brazil version, apparently. And it's said to go live there on, I'm guessing, March 15th. And you can conjecture down in the comments, and I'll have a link to this in the description. Thanks to Mega Power Brazil, we've got a new look at the team fully suited up from Lionsgate and Saban's upcoming Power Rangers movie. Saban's Power Rangers follows 5 ordinary high school kids who must become something extraordinary when they learn that their small town of Angel Grove and the world is on the verge of being obliterated by an alien threat. Chosen by destiny, our heroes quickly discover that they are the only ones who can save the planet, but to do so they will have to overcome their real-life issues and band together as the Power Rangers before it's too late. I'm guessing that's for a brief recap on how this whole thing goes. For those of you who don't know what Power Rangers is, Power Rangers is set for release on March 24th, 2017, and will star Becky G. as the Yellow Ranger, Ludi Lin as the Black Ranger, Naomi Scott as the Pink Ranger, Akre Montgomery as the Red Ranger, R.J. Seiler as the Blue Ranger, Elizabeth Banks as Rita Repulsa, and Bryan Cranston as Zordon. And that's it for this article, apparently. So, on to the next one. Further in gaming, one of the developers behind the game Alien Isolation has made a seriously creepy adventure game. And there's something deeply unsettling about the house abandoned in an adventure game created by NoCo, a team headed up by John McKellen, one of Alien Isolation's designers. The game starts you with pulling up in front of your old family home, and you have a note from your dad telling you to go upstairs and, well, I wouldn't want to spoil it, and take a look at the trailer and get a better idea of what's going on. I'll link you guys to that trailer, because it's I just assigned that to my watch later so I can link you guys to it. I'm going to try not to spoil the game at all, but to be safe, you should probably just go and play it. It's a free download on itch.io. The House Abandoned was made in only 3 days as an entry for the most recent Ludum Dare contest. At first it looks like a straight up adventure game with you having to enter commands like use, look at, and so on. But as you explore the house, no code will start really playing with perspective C. The game is framed as you sitting at a computer playing the game, not you directly playing the game. As you explore more of the house, your position within the game world begins to be manipulated to great effect. For anyone who has read House of Leaves, I definitely recommend giving the House Abandoned a playthrough. It has all the niggles and hang-ups of a text adventure. You have to use exactly the commands the developer has allowed, and you can't say use door, it has to be open door, for instance, but it's well worth persevering. And bit of a channel update thrown in here. If the computer whose screen is always behind you when I do these videos was working, I would totally be doing a playthrough of this game for you guys. Sadly, I've still got to wait to get the money to get my graphics card. Power supply might not be that long of a wait, because I also have to bulk that up. And then internet cable to run from here to the next place. Well, on to the next one. Wow, again, same mysterious signal. The mystery signal could long puzzle astronomers. For those of you who don't know, the SETI program is a long-range radio telescope search for alien life. So let's get into this article. A recently detected SETI signal could end up being this generation's version of the famous WOW signal of 1977. An intriguing mystery that keeps astronomers guessing for decades. In May 2015, a team of researchers using a Russian radio telescope spotted a strong radio signal coming from the vicinity of the sun-like star HD 164595, which lies 94 light-years away from Earth. The signal is consistent with something an alien civilization might send out, astronomers have said, but that's just one scenario, and not the most likely one. Researchers caution the signal may also have resulted from a natural celestial event or terrestrial interference of some sort. Without follow-up detection or confirmation, humanity may never know the signal's true origin, said Seth Ostak, a senior astronomer at the SETI. It gives a translation of the acronym, which is Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence Institute in Mountain View, California. Ostak was not part of the detection team. If they can't find it again, and if we at SETI can't find it, all we can say is, gosh, I wonder what it was. As Shostak told Space.com, which is where the article I'm reading from is posted. That's pretty much all that astronomers can say about the WOW signal, a 72-second long event picked up by the Big Ear Radio Observatory at The Ohio State University in August 1977. The 1977 signal received its name after a volunteer astronomer named Edmund and wrote "Wow" on a computer printout of the signal's transmission record. I'm just going to spell his last name. Ehman made the comment after finding the radio signal was 3 times stronger than background emissions. Astronomers never discovered any evidence linking the "wow" signal to an alien civilization, and despite recent efforts from the SETI Institute, a repeat detection of that signal has not been made. Researchers did conclude the signal was coming from the direction of the constellation Sagittarius. There are going to be signals that you see once and don't see again, Shostak added. It's like people who see ghosts. If you see it once, but when you go back with a camera and all that, it's not there. What do you conclude from that? Then, the May 2015 and WOW signals are analogous in another way, Shostak said. Both seemed to appear and disappear quite quickly. This doesn't seem consistent with a signal from an orbiting satellite, which would be in range of the radio telescope for longer stretches. But the thought is, well, that wouldn't be a satellite. A satellite would be on and maybe it'd be on for a moment or something like that. It wouldn't just go up and down right away, Shostak said. Astronomers know that HD 164595 has a roughly Neptune-class world, but this close orbiting planet is likely far too hot to host life as it exists on Earth, but it's possible that other planets lie undiscovered in the system, Shostak said. The team of astronomers who spotted the May 2015 signal apparently studied the HD 164595 system 39 different times and made just one detection, Shostak said. The detection team has not yet published a study of its findings. Instead, the researchers plan to discuss the signal next month at the 67th International Astronautical Congress in Guadalajara, Mexico. Funny they mentioned Mexico, considering some of the controversy going on with the current elections in my country. Over that particular state. The detection of the May 2015 signal was made public on August 27th by Centauri Dreams' Paul Gilster, who wrote that one of the astronomers on the detection team forwarded him in the IAC presentation. In hopes of learning more about this possible extraterrestrial signal, astronomers from SETI Institute focused the alien telescope array at HD 164595 Sunday night, August 28th, and Monday night, August 29th, Shostak said. And now on to the outro. Well, this concludes this video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. See you on the battlefield.